Hey everyone, welcome to the High Priestess Demari channel and to another collective reading. I hope you're all doing well. So we're just going to dive in and see what comes up. Keep in mind my readings are general, okay? Not every message and not every reading is going to be for everyone watching. Also, my readings tend to tap into past, present and future energies. So let's see, what is it that the collective wants, excuse me, the collective. Let's see, what is it that the divine wants to reveal to the collective at this time? What is it the collective needs to know? What is it they need to hear, please? Okay, we have the moon, intuition and emotional healing. Interesting. And you see how she is seemingly pregnant as well. I'm getting like mother-daughter vibes. It's almost like the passing of the torch. A mother now, like sort of a mother now providing counsel, guidance for a mother to be. So this is either possibly about, and like, you know, it could be something as literal as a pregnancy or just entering a new phase of your life, okay? And ancestral knowledge, wisdom, insights, information, guidance, counsel being passed down to you either through your extrasensory awareness, okay? So it goes into your unconscious and then is shown to you so it becomes conscious, or this is something that's literally being shared with you in the physical, okay? But it does feel with the moon card that this is possibly like insights you're getting possibly through downloads or some kind of communication, spiritual communication with your ancestors, okay, with your passed on loved ones. This could even be a grandmother, a mother, or like an auntie, like an older feminine that has passed on, okay? That is giving you some kind of counsel, guidance, that is encouraging you. Oh, I feel like this person is very happy to see how much you've grown, how much you have evolved, how well you're doing. Yeah. It's like they're very happy to see how you've blossomed. That's kind of the energy here, which is really sweet. You know? And you could be right now pregnant with either a child, with a new endeavor, or with your new beginning here. But there's something you're about to birth that's highly significant. And it's like your ancestors or your passed on loved ones here, you know, this could be someone more recent, is really proud of the fact that you've reached this milestone or you're reaching this milestone, which is beautiful. Yeah. Because with Saturn energy, it's like you had to learn significant karmic lessons first. You had to, there's the energy of maturing through tough experience, tough lessons, okay? So I feel like the reason they're so proud of you is that not only have you cleared your own karmic debt from this life and previous lifetimes, but you've also helped to shed some ancestral karma here. So you've been very focused, very disciplined on doing so, on being the generational curse breaker. So that is beautiful. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm getting here. So it looks like as well, you know, because of this work that you've been doing, not only for yourself, but your ancestors, and the fact that you are deepening your bond with them, okay? There is a lot of loving energy that's coming from them towards you. I feel like your reality is shifting. It's like you've passed this significant stage here. It's not even so much a test. It's more like, well, you could say it's a test or an initiation, but it's more like, you know, the fact that you did this work has given you the keys to unlock a door that was not open to you previously, right? So you have changed your reality by doing this work. It's like Saturn is essentially congratulating you, so that's pretty big. It's like Kronos energy, right? The gatekeeper. But now you're being praised, you're being congratulated for doing this work because it's like you've earned this right. You've earned this opportunity through your hard work. And that's the thing, your energy is very balanced because here you're very soft, very fertile, okay? But here you're very strong, very muscular, right? And I feel like that's, again, that soft, strong energy that I spoke about in my community post, right? That you have this balance between your softness and, you know, that warm, compassionate aspect of yourself, regardless if you're masculine or feminine, okay? And the more tough, strong, disciplined, focused, brave energy that you have as well. So you have a really good grip of both. So I would say regardless if you identify more with the masculine or feminine principle, you have both aspects well balanced, okay? Which again has unlocked something extremely valuable here. Like your whole reality has shifted. So you're on a brand new timeline that is now been unlocked, okay? You didn't have access to this until you had completed some kind of significant transformation and cleared these karmic debts, but you've done it now. And so you are only becoming even more embodied to the point where even Saturn energy is acknowledging the work that you've done, the change, right? So that's powerful. And again, because the universe wants to see you succeed, wants to see you grow. So even with a gatekeeper like Saturn, you know, if you do the work and you successfully reach these milestones by not backing down, by staying, you know, true to the vision, by continuously doing the work, then it's like it has no choice but to, you know, essentially unlock the door, move out the way, right? It's pretty much that. So that's what I feel like is happening, you know? Yeah, Lilith energy, dark, divine mother of creation. That's it. It's like you... I'm getting that you have entered a void state, right? You have entered the void state. Even my void state meditation video, the guided meditation video that's on my other channel, that may be significant for you. That might be helpful. So do check that out if this reading is resonating for you. Because I feel like it's when you're able to enter the void state that you're in this energy of pure creation, right? It's like you have been given the keys to create something of magnitude here, to like literally completely rewrite your reality. It's insane. Yeah. But again, it's like you had to, I mean, this door is not open to just everyone. Let me just say, okay, this is a lot of work to reach this stage, to reach this point where you have this opportunity, right? This is like, I mean, it's very primordial energy. Let's put it that way, okay? We're talking about like the ethers itself. We're talking about the void itself, that which matter is created. It's like you are becoming one with the void state. It's like entering that space, that mentality again, almost tapping into your Akashic records all the way back to the beginning of creation. That's pretty much what it is, right? Regardless of when your soul actually came into being, it's irrelevant. It's like you're traveling back in time because really that is still unfolding because it's circular and because there's no real beginning or end, right? It just depends on what point you're looking at it from. So you're able to tap into that sort of birthing energy, that Big Bang type energy, right? When things came into being. So you are entering a void state yourself right now so that you can create your reality and bring it into being like a Big Bang. So you are literally embodying the energy of a co-creator. Wow, that's insane. Yeah. We have Black Moon Lilith in Capricorn, elevated status again. So this is literally recognition. This is recognition on the physical plane. So you have cracked something here significant. So if you had, like, say you had an ancestral curse when it comes to poverty, you have liberated your bloodline of that curse, right? Whereas now moving forward, you've set a new precedent where your bloodline is going to know prosperity. Your bloodline is going to know wealth. If you had a curse when it comes to, you know, short lifespans, your bloodline will now live a long, healthy life, right? Moving forward, everyone will get to experience that for the most part, depending, of course, what they've racked up karmically, but that's going to be the new status quo, right? And that's what this is about. You have broken the old status quo and you're rewriting it. You're inventing a new status quo for your bloodline, okay? So whatever this is, right? Whether it's health, finances, love life, okay? community, whatever this curse was about or whatever these restrictions were, you've liberated your line from it. So when it comes to the 3D, and when people of your descent, right, people of your family lineage incarnate, they are not being birthed into the same pitfalls that you were. So this is big, and it has a lot to do with finances, health, social status, and it's almost like reclaiming the throne. That's what it looks like to me. It's like your family had lost their throne, lost their crown somehow. It could have been through the actions of certain ancestors, or even, you know, third parties that were able to cause some major injustice here. And your family was never able to, you know, right this wrong. But you've been able to do so through the work that you've done within yourself. So you've obviously done something that those previous, right, those who came before you were not able to do. And that's why they're guiding you, supporting you, singing your praises so highly, because you're the one doing it. Wow. And I feel like you are reclaiming your throne. You're also going into union with a partner who's going to have an elevated status as well. So you're attracting a mate, or you already have attracted a mate that's doing similar work to you. So it really doesn't matter if you're the masculine or the feminine. This applies on both sides. And you are drawn to each other like a magnet, because you're both going through the same alchemical process, and you're both entering this state of, you know, co-creation on a whole nother level. Yeah. We have, what is this? Libation, purify, cleanse, and release. 39. And we have stalks here, 2 stalks. So again, you have purified your bloodline. You have cleansed these karmic energies, these karmic debts, released them, worked through them, paid them off, not just for you, but those before you, right? Righted certain wrongs here, paid karmically for sure. I feel like for some of you guys, you may be finding, yeah, look, we have the sun here, your soul's purpose. I was about to say this is confirmation. For some of you guys, you are actually going to start connecting, right? Regardless of your belief systems, okay? So take it if it resonates. If you don't feel like that's for you, then that's fine. But if I see it, I have to say it, right? Because everyone has different, you know, views and beliefs, okay? And I'm not excluding anyone, okay? That's not what my platform's about. This is just simply guidance. It's not like, you know, me putting any beliefs out there. But anyway, you know, when I see certain energies and certain archetypal figures, okay, and benevolent beings come forward, then I have to mention it. And in this case, I really feel like for some of you, you're going to develop a very strong connection with Jesus Christ, okay? With Yeshua. Yeah, I really feel that. Or Jehovah, okay? Not so much Yahweh. I'm not getting that. Possibly this could be, right? You may have, you know, had to encounter Yahweh energy on some level in order to break through this paradigm. But I'm getting more like Yeshua, right? So, or Jesus, okay? However you want to phrase it. But that's what I'm getting. Like you're connecting with Christos frequency, of course. But Jesus's energy may actually start to show up more in your reality. You may have actually earned some kind of assistance from that frequency directly, from his presence serving as a guiding light in your life. So that's very significant, you know, because regardless of whether you believe he was like the literal physical incarnation of Source itself, or if you believe that it was, you know, a man that was very tapped in, you know, this is absolutely the energy of the highest rank of ascended master, okay, regardless of how you look at that, okay, that is the frequency of, you know, what we're aiming for, okay, that's like, you know, literally like the pinnacle, you know. So to have a connection with such a being, such a presence, such a force. Like, that is a very high blessing. Yeah. A very, very significant blessing, and one to show gratitude for. Yeah. So you may have gained like a new spirit guide, okay? If not, Yeshua, it could be another ascended master, okay? But for someone, or for some of you, I'm getting that very strongly. You know, that his presence is going to be more and more prevalent in your life. You're going to be seeing more and more signs of his energy, right? Of his message. And I'm not talking about scripture. Thank you. Black Moon, Lilith in Cancer, honor your emotions. Yeah. I'm not talking about in terms of scripture, you know, what is published in the Bible. I mean, it coming directly from, again, the source, right? So powerful. Because I feel like, unfortunately, you know, in the Bible, there's a lot of things that's been misconstrued, mistranslated, and misunderstood. And there's also been, you know, important passages, important books that have been left out entirely. So I feel like there's going to be certain messages that are given to you directly from the source itself, okay? Which is amazing. Black Moon, Lilith in Cancer, honor your emotions, yeah. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You may be experiencing a lot in terms of your emotional state right now. Your emotional body may be going through a lot right now because there is this purging, this cleansing, this releasing, okay? You are literally shedding timelines after time, like timeline after timeline, reality after reality, lifetime after lifetime. So it's a lot, because it's not just what's tied to you on a soul level, but that which is tied to those before you. So it is a massive undertaking, right? And with this Cancer, Capricorn equilibrium being here, it's like the mother and the father, like the divine mother, the divine father, right? Yeah. So, and we literally have the moon here and we have Saturn here. That's crazy how that's come up. So, it's like by going through, it's like the best way to get to the other side is to go through. That's what this has been about. To reach that pinnacle, to reach that point of evolution spiritually, to reach this new rank spiritually, to be given the keys to co-create in the way that the divine does, you had to literally go through it, okay? For yourself, for those before you, for those after you. You were tasked with this because they knew you'd be the one to do it, and you did. But you absolutely got support from your ancestors as well. And again, there is the divine masculine or divine feminine that's also going through this same alchemization, that's going through the same metamorphosis, the same transformation, that's going through the same process for one's liberation and the liberation of one's bloodline. So you have basically more than earned your stripes on this level, and you've absolutely earned your throne. And this is not about like parading about on the physical plane and having like a gold plated toilet seat, you know. I'm not talking about, you know, nonsense like that. It's about your reality reflecting your status in the spiritual. And so you are going to experience a significant upgrade in your life, in your living circumstances, right? Your lifestyle is going to change. How you show up in the world is going to change. Even the way you present yourself is going to change. Because you have elevated, you have evolved. You're not the same person you once were. So this is big, you know. It's really, really big. This is life-altering. Wow, okay. So we haven't even got into the tarot, the dark mirror yet, which is crazy. But yeah, so I feel like this is highly relevant to those who resonated with my last live stream, okay, the messages I got there. So if you haven't watched that, I highly recommend that you check that out. That's the one pertaining to, you know, mastery of the death rebirth process. That's exactly what this is, like that is absolutely part of this. So I highly recommend watching that as well, okay. Sorry, just 1 second. And I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a delivery. So yeah, so this is this is nuts, okay? But I definitely feel like that reading is tied to this one, okay? Also, the numbers 23, 28, 13, 10, 39, and 4 could be significant, okay? So, wow. All right, so in relation to this purify, cleanse, and release, what is being actually released at this time? What energies are being released, cleansed, purified at this time by the collective? Gilded regret, number 5. 18, naked before the stars. And 16, black flower fragrance. And we also have 25, fated to suffer. So essentially the narrative over who you are. You know, the pain that you have felt by being ostracized, by being informed that you're this, that, and the other, which isn't actually true. Okay, so the false narratives. What you're releasing is the pain surrounded by the false narratives that you've been led to believe your entire life. Okay, by karmic relatives, by karmic individuals outside of your family that gain something by you not knowing who you are, by you not knowing how powerful you truly are, right? And what you were actually sent here to do. So now that you are aware, I feel like there has been a period of time where you have looked back on past events, where you have doubted yourself, where you have limited yourself, when you have played a role, played a part based on what you were taught that you were, or that you were led to believe that you were, rather than who you really are. And so there is an element of regret and pain and suffering there when it comes to how you may have felt that you've missed out in some shape or form because of your beliefs when it comes to self. The things that you may felt like you missed out on because people didn't want you to experience the best, right? The things that you didn't get to, explore earlier on in life because of this, that, and the other. But it's like, instead of being trapped in that energy of how different things could have been had you known this, had this had happened, is coming to accept that there was part of your journey to awakening to oneself again. And that was the whole point, okay? And I feel like now you're stepping more into this energy of self-acceptance. You may have had hang-ups about your image at some point, okay? Whether that's like how you're perceived, people's thoughts about you, how you feel about yourself, right? You may have compared how you look compared to others. You may have compared, the sort of beauty standards at any given time compared to how you look in that moment. You may have felt like people always judged you or scrutinized you based on how you look in some shape or form. Whether that's people trying to make you feel bad about how you look, make you feel bad about your body, or trying to make you feel like you are merely an object of desire and nothing more, okay? To the point where you may have even rejected your sensuality or sexuality because of that. But now you're coming into balance with those feelings, okay? So now that you are stepping into this energy of full acceptance of who you are as you are, regardless of any perceived flaws and, perceived imperfections, or, even say like wounds, scars that may be emotional or physical, or even both, right? Say you have scars from things that were painful memories of the past, right? Things you've experienced. They may be once you looked at them as painful reminders of something you went through, but now maybe you see them more as trophies, as strength, for the fact that you overcame and you survived those things, right? Take it how it resonates. But those are the kinds of energies, right? And with black flower fragrance, I feel like, again, you're accepting the parts of yourself that you think would be undesirable, right? Whether that's your emotions, I feel like, those heavier emotions, those darker emotions that you experience, especially if you are very in tune with your emotions, if you feel deeply, if you're an empath, right? If you're highly sensitive, if you're highly intuitive, if you have any of those characteristics, all of the above, you know, you do feel very deeply, and sometimes it can be almost overwhelming and all-consuming. But rather than forcing those emotions down, which you know only aid in self-destruction, you're exploring those emotions and working through it, right? And getting to the root of where that pain comes from. And so rather than shaming those emotions, you've learned to honor them, okay? And so when you are feeling a certain way, even if it's undesirable, if it's something that you feel like you need to talk through, you talk through it with people you trust, especially if it's, say, like, you know, an issue you're experiencing with a partner or a friend or a relative. You know, you try and work through it. You try and talk about it rather than clamming up and shutting down, or feeling like you can't talk about it because your voice is not going to be heard, or your feelings are not going to be validated, or you feel like it could lead into an argument, or whatever the reason may be, right? Or because you just don't want to go there. Like, you're not doing that anymore. You're honoring how you feel. So I feel like now you're working through those heavier emotions. You've learned how to do that, right? And to not guilt trip yourself for feeling a certain way about something. You're understanding now why you feel that way about a certain thing, right? And getting to the root of what's actually causing you pain. Yeah. What's actually making you uncomfortable, what's actually making you upset, what's actually making you angry, right? And if it's due to an injustice, I feel like, you know, rather than accepting it, right? Yes, you're accepting where it's coming from or what's causing the injustice, but you may then not tolerate the thing that's causing you pain. You may make certain changes, choices. You may distance yourself from certain things or certain people that cause unnecessary pain, right? Or like I say, if it's because of something that happened and it's something you can work through with that person, then you work through it. It's that sort of thing, right? You get what I mean. Fated to suffer. I feel like this is a big narrative that you have broken. Yeah, as well as this. Thank you. Yeah, this is relevant too. Fated to suffer, 25. Bride in a cage, 21. Anger and chains, 29. This is a big narrative that you have ultimately annihilated for yourself, right? That since childhood, you know, you have been through a lot, and you may have felt like, you know, this was just your story. This was just how life was going to be for you. You know, that you're always going to have people try and come for you. You're always going to live a very tough life. You was always going to suffer. You was always going to get the bad deal, the bad hand, right? That everything was a setup. Everything is not to be trusted. But you're realizing that's not the case. That's what certain people want you to believe, but it's not true. There may have been someone prominent in your life, especially as a child. This could have been a grandmother, a mother, a stepmother, an aunt, right? On either side of your family. Or just someone that knew of you as a young child, right? That essentially fed you this poison, that led you to believe this, that intentionally did things to program you to believe that your life was going to always be suffering, was always going to be difficult, right? That there was danger every corner. And that you were never meant to lead a happy life. You were never meant to have the kind of, you know, relationship that you want, right? Because if that's something you want, I feel like it's possible that you wanted a union with someone divine, someone balanced, someone who's also doing the work. But there may have been someone who wanted you to believe that that was never for you. That was never going to be in your future. That you're always going to be stuck on the sidelines looking in, waiting for the perfect person to come along, waiting for the perfect opportunity, right? To live your wildest dreams and never achieve it. But that was a lie. That was a falsehood. This person wanted you to believe that because they knew that as you continue to work on yourself and believe in greater for yourself, choose greater for yourself, then it would only be a matter of time as you continue to evolve that you would come into union with someone who's also on that frequency. But this is someone who's not been doing that work. That's someone who's not, you know, someone who's not fated to receive that kind of love because they don't operate from that energy. This is someone who operates from malice, poison, not love, right? And you may have realized who this this adversary was to you all along. The main adversary. You have people come along that may do you wrong, right? But they're not necessarily your adversary or your nemesis, right? These are just toxic people, right? But this person literally decided from early on in life that they were going to be an adversary to you. Yeah. And so that could be where this anger is coming from as well. Because it's taken some time, but you're finally liberating yourself from this narrative, from this reality that this person had carefully wove around you. Like they weaved this false reality around you, and you've broken free from that. You're no longer the bride in the cage, right? Waiting for their time to shine, waiting for their time to experience true love, right? To be in a happy union, a happy relationship, a happy family dynamic. No, your time is now. You have broken free from whatever curse and false narrative this person tried to spin around you, right? And this is someone who was exceptionally jealous of your destiny, of your energy, of your power, and of your physical attributes, if you can believe it. The same person that may have tried to make you feel bad about the way you look is the same person who's jealous of how you look. So there you are, okay? Yeah, but you're breaking free from this, for sure. And again, honoring your emotions, allowing yourself to feel angry, allowing yourself to feel disappointed, upset, betrayed by this person. Because this could have been someone who you thought was trying to support you, that was for you, that was actually poisoning you, right? Yeah. With these false narratives, wanting you to believe that it's one way when it's actually another. Yeah. So you could have literally had a witch in your life from early on that did not want to see you prosper, did not want to see you do this work, liberate your bloodline. And yet you were the one to do it regardless, as well as yourself. So, yeah. So you did good, basically. You did good, collective. All right. Now, any parting advice before we close the read? Any parting advice? Five of Pentacles, yeah. Page of Wands. Six of Wands. I'm telling you, this is like a fairy tale. You've gone from like some kind of fucked up Snow White kind of fairy tale to like a Cinderella story here. Yeah, we have the Magician, Five of Swords. I'm telling you, that person went to extreme lengths to keep you feeling like you're in like, I don't know, poverty energy, or like things would never be great for you. You would never shine, succeed, have success in love, in work, in, you know, how you feel about yourself, your self-care. This person wanted you to be in Five of Pentacles energy across the board, but you have broken free of that energy, right? Even if it was only impacting you in a major way in one aspect of your life, you are liberating yourself from that, okay? There's good news coming in that's going to be undeniable confirmation, proof that you've done it, okay? Six of Wands, the Magician. I'm telling you, you are literally in the energy of successfully manifesting a whole new reality for yourself. You are literally co-creating it, right? And yeah, there's someone that's upset about it, someone that wants to win at all costs. Why? Because they also see that you have someone here, okay, that does think very highly of you. Yeah. Someone who does have strong feelings for you. Again, what did I say? Masculines and feminines, they're both going through the same process, that are finding one another. Yeah, and they see this, they recognize this, like, holy shit, you're literally in the same energy and frequency I'm in. You're going through the same process I'm in. It's like immediately obvious to them, right? Like, they only got to like see you and speak to you for 5 minutes, and it's, you know, profoundly obvious that you're both in the same energy. Yeah. The Four of Cups and the Lovers. With the look, the Queen of Cups. We have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. The masculine and the feminine. So it didn't work. That's essentially the point, right? This masculine may have felt like they were never going to find their perfect person. And then boom, they run into their perfect person. The Lovers and the Queen of Cups. Because they chose themselves. They chose to break free of a narrative. Just like a feminine did here. Yep. You both went through very, very similar circumstances. Ace of Cups, beautiful. Yeah, this is gorgeous. So, because you chose yourselves, because you chose to evolve, because you chose to essentially create a new narrative for yourselves, you wanted to co-create a new reality. You wanted to believe that love is real and it's not all doom and gloom and about chaos and destruction, right? That's what you're receiving. I'm telling you, Page of Cups. Pisces energy. Yeah, a lot of water energy here. We have all 3 water signs here. So, and strong Gemini energy as well. So I'm telling you, like, everything is balancing out. It's crazy. Like, you've mastered a very significant and powerful alchemical process here that few manage to do, especially to the level of, like, of this, the scale of this. And you have broken, like, not just one curse, but I feel like several curses off your bloodline all at the same time. This is insane. And that's why we could see in the different ways it had been hitting, right? But it is changing your life, especially when it comes to your love life. Like, that is being liberated. Yeah, confirmation. Because you are literally like the embodiment of love. That's who you are. You are a vessel for that frequency, which is the highest frequency in the universe. So is this masculine. And so because you were able to heal, transmute, okay, take care of your heart, prioritize your heart and not abandon it like these people wanted you to, you have helped your ancestors to heal, right? And to be able to provide that love and support to you as well. That's gorgeous. And so you're now saying this new precedent for the generations that will come after you. Beautiful. And this is your new story. This is your new timeline. This is your new reality. It is undeniable that this is who you are, Ace of Swords. This is the divine literally making it known, okay, clear as day, that this is who you are. This is who you both are. And this is what it shall be, and so it is. Doesn't matter if that stresses people the hell out. If this could be the worst news imaginable for someone here. Doesn't matter. They need to go and heal themselves because you have earned this justice. Yeah, absolutely. High Priestess, Pisces, Cancer energy, the Temperance, Sagittarius, and the Empress. Look at you. High Priestess, Temperance, Empress. You have put the work in. No one can ever take this from you. Doesn't matter what they try to get you to believe, no matter what you went through in the past, right? And wounds you're healing. You are this frequency. You are literally an earth angel. You're like in High Priestess energy, okay? Very tapped in, very intuitive, psychic, okay? And you're also an empress. Again, the mother, a divine mother, right? This is like divine mother, divine wife, all of it in one. A co-creator, right? This is like Sophia energy that you're literally embodying. This is insane. So, wow. Okay. So, very, very powerful energies, powerful messages. I mean, yeah, you've earned this. You've earned this blessing. You've earned this life that's now unfolding for you because, my gosh, have you put the work in. And your energy is so balanced, it's insane. That's why we even have these two energies here. It's like by going through the darkness and not trying to avoid it and confronting yourself, confronting these harsh truths about how you were absolutely lied to for pretty much all your life, about who you are, your value, your power, what you actually stand to gain, and how you're actually perceived, especially in the spiritual. Yeah. That's been a massive, it's been a massive undertaking. It's been a lot to comprehend and digest, but you've done it, you know. And not only that, you have upgraded to such a degree that I'm saying your reality is transforming in a way that you couldn't have imagined in your wildest dreams, okay? So keep a very open mind, stay very optimistic, because I'm telling you, you're going to be shocked by how things very much change in your reality from this day forward. So wow, collective, what an amazing read. So I hope this helps whoever needed this message. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you found it useful, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, click the notifications bell, click all so you don't miss any of your upcoming stories. But for now, I'm wishing you guys all the best, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.